Hi, I'm Shawn Achor. I'm the author of The Happiness Advantage, and I'm a happiness researcher. I study in the field of positive psychology. Positive psychology is in such an extraordinary time right now because we're living through twin revolutions. We're living through a technological revolution that changes every single aspect of our life. It allows us to have information at our fingertips and smartphones and smartwatches. But hidden behind that revolution is a more powerful one. We've actually been discovering, based upon that technology, that we can peer behind the curtain to see what the human brain is doing as you're constructing a picture of your world, of your life, of meaning. And what we discovered is that the human brain cannot focus on everything at once. Your brain is limited. Your brain can process 40 bits of information per second, but your brain receives 11 million pieces of information every second from your nerve endings, which means that as your brain is constructing a picture of the world, your brain can actually only process a few snowflakes in the midst of a blizzard. What I've loved about getting to work with Kim is because I think we have an extraordinary opportunity here to see the two revolutions of the technological revolution and the happiness revolution actually merging together. What we've been learning is that not only is technology important, but that happiness is actually a choice. And not just happiness, but how the human brain responds to the world around us. What we found is that the greatest competitive advantage in the modern economy is a positive and engaged brain. And extraordinarily, what we discovered is not just your genes or your environment that causes you to process the world in a specific way. What we found is you can consciously cultivate a different mindset about the world, literally change the lens which your brain is processing the world. Why I got excited about positive sessions is you have a technological solution that allows the changing of the lens to happen so easily within inside the human brain, with such extraordinary opportunities on the backside to be able to improve everything from our health outcomes, our business outcomes, our educational outcomes for children, the way that people experience going to prison or going through breast cancer or experience going through some sort of trauma recovery. What is amazing about positive sessions is that it gives the user the opportunity to be primed by positive images, some of which they get to select themselves, but some of which we've been testing through the field of neuroscience and positive psychology to actually see the types of positive effects it has. When you put this together in positive sessions, where you get to see these images sped up over time, and when you start to do this, maybe on a daily basis or can do this over several points of the day, what we found is, and what we're starting to research is, not only does this actually, a single positive sessions actually has an impact upon your mood 6 to 8 hours later, which is extraordinary. But now we're discovering, and what we're going to be researching over the next couple of years with your help, is we're going to find out how we can actually change people's cognition levels. What that means is, what if watching a session could actually impact the standardized test scores that a student receives when they go into school? Or what if we could actually show sessions of positive imagery that when they were selected by the user and selected by positive prime sessions, they would actually increase customer service ratings for people at a call center, or increase the sales for somebody that is working in an insurance company. Why this is exciting is a lot of people, when they start their day, they actually start with negative information. They literally prime their brain to be negative. They turn on the news and their brain is bombarded by negative information, murder and corruption and diseases and natural disasters. The brain very quickly in the morning gets imprinted with a negative pattern, and it eliminates our belief that our behavior matters and actually masks the healing process. Positive sessions allows us to do is have the opportunity to provide the user with positive images that not only allows them to retain the message that was positive sessions, to be emotionally primed for the positive. Why this matters is the research I've been doing in the field of positive psychology around a concept called the happiness advantage. The happiness advantage is very simple. What we found is that when the human brain is positive, every single business and educational outcome we know how to test for rises dramatically, and many of our health outcomes as well. We find if we can prime your brain to be positive, productive energy at work rises by 31%, sales rise by 37%, your likelihood of promotion rises by 40%. We can keep the same level of stress for you, but the negative effects drop by 23%. That's headaches, backaches, fatigue at work. We found that you're 39% more likely to live to age 94 and improves your intelligence and triples your creativity. That's actually just the tip of the iceberg. And we've actually found that it impacts your health outcomes as well, which is why I'm so excited about helping to research positive prime sessions, because I think it allows us so many avenues for impacting this world in a positive way, finding ways of being able to prime people before they go to work, before they go to school, before they see their families. to actually get their brain to a positive place, to increase the retention of materials that they have if they're trying to learn a new concept, to get them to actually stick with positive habits if they're trying to create a diet, or if they're trying to change their eating patterns in a healthier way, or trying to work out more. Finding ways to get people at work to be able to have better business outcomes and be able to get their work done so they can get home faster to their families, and even make air travel and train travel easier for people that are flying all the time like I'm having to do, or to make a hospital visit shorter and actually have your symptoms be less acute by having these positive primes. So deep down, I am a researcher. I love to see how we could actually impact the course of somebody's life by having small little interventions in their life. I get so excited in positive psychology because it's showing us that you don't have to live under the tyranny of your genes and your environment, that by changing your day and even these little small increments, we could actually have dramatic impacts over the trajectory of our life. So what I would love for you to do, and invite you to be part of this research that we're doing worldwide, is I would love for you to actually use positive sessions as a way to prime your brain to be positive. Not just a single shot, which we're already starting to test the effectiveness of, but what I'd really like to see you do is actually make positive prime sessions part of your daily practice. We only have a few global habits, like brushing your teeth, which we get everyone to brush their teeth. It takes less than 2 minutes a day, and we know that has an impact upon oral hygiene. But what if we could get just one more 2-minute positive habit into somebody's life that not only improve their health outcomes, but actually can improve our happiness, the meaning we see in our life, improve our health outcomes, and our business and educational outcomes. I think that positive sessions has the possibility of being that, and what I would love to see is the continuation of you actually trying to make positive prime sessions like brushing your teeth. That every day you don't go to work without trying to eat or sleep because you know it actually has an impact upon the course of your work. Same thing with positive sessions. We'd like you to add that in and actually have these positive sessions be the fuel that recharges your battery when you start in the morning, so that you can actually see the effect of this happiness upon your life. That literally happiness is an advantage.